Welcome back, everyone. So now for the second half, we will be, as I kind of mentioned, doing the social impact section with their pitches. So first up is going to be Corey. And Corey's going to be speaking a little bit more about the Seattle Youth Music Festival. So Corey, if you want to go ahead and share your screen, and feel free to take it away whenever you're ready.
Hi, I'm Corey Zhang, and I'm here to introduce my transformative social pitch, the Seattle Youth Music Festival, where we bridge and connect our community through the power of music. Okay, so the social issue our project aims to address is the social isolation experienced by senior citizens in our community. Loneliness among seniors can lead to physical and mental health issues, which is a pressing concern. The statistics are staggering. As we can see in one survey done by the University of Michigan National Poll on Healthy Aging, 56% of older adults felt isolated in 2020. These statistics partly due to the social isolation exacerbated by the COVID-19 pandemic. And this is a really stark contrast to the 27% based on a similar poll in 2018. The pandemic also made an impact on young musicians, typically relying on these music festivals as a way to express their musical passion as well as personal growth, who found themselves without access to these transformative in-person experiences during the pandemic. The absence of these in-person music events deprived these young musicians of opportunities to showcase their talent, connect with their peers, and experience the shared joy of performing live music. And in a world where many music festivals prioritize profit and entertainment over purpose, Seattle Youth Music Festival stands apart. Our festival isn't really about ticket sales. It's more about making a profound impact on our community. Our mission is to connect youth and seniors through music, as it's really crucial, in my opinion, to recognize the untapped potential that music festivals hold as a platform for social change. So as a result, I led a team of passionate young musicians consisting of me and 3 other students at my school, Katie, Fiona, and Nigel. We recognized the unmet need for addressing these issues, so we wanted to work towards giving the opportunity for youth in the Seattle area to share their passion and dedication for their music pursuits by inviting them to perform at annual senior center recitals. And also, as music has been proven to be beneficial to the human psyche, we were really hoping to entertain the elders the youth were performing for. Okay, so the music festival was first initiated when my project idea won a scholarship award from the Chinese American Civic Association Youth Leadership Enhancement Program, which is like a local Chinese American nonprofit organization. And after marketing our music festival to local music teachers and handing out flyers during community events, the first part of this music festival, November 2022, was online, where performers submitted a recording of a performance for any musical instrument or vocal piece on a online form, and they were able to demonstrate their musical prowess through these video performances. So we received over 30 submissions from a variety of instruments, from piano to flute, and we had gold, silver, and bronze medalists, and who were judged and selected by music judges who were music teachers we found in the local area. And the Chinese American Civic Association sponsorship financially supported our efforts to give children the opportunity to help the community, as the medalists funded by them with a fixed amount of money based on their medal standings. And these donations were then donated to a senior center on their behalf. So 26 of these talented and passionate musicians who were aged 5 through 14 were invited to our January 2023 recital at a local retirement home, Timberridge at Tallis. And in our mission to support elders, the sponsorship money was donated to the Kin On Senior Center on behalf of the medalists. So the sponsorship award we got from the Chinese American Civic Association was initially intended for only one occurrence, but they were so impressed by the outreach and impact of this event, and we received a lot of compliments from the parents of the festival's participants and praise from the seniors, that they're deciding to give this event an annual sponsorship to ensure our continued impact. So we are really looking forward to working with them in the future to expand the work that we are doing to provide music-related opportunities and entertainment to a larger community. And we also want to maximize the impact with the current resources we have. So we definitely plan to reach out to a wider audience, both in terms of musicians and attendees, by promoting the festival, maybe through community organizations and obviously organizing larger scale events, means recruiting more volunteers, as well as reaching out to more music teachers and institutions in the coming years. And also reaching out to a broader range of senior centers will enable us to bring this musical experience to more seniors. So by demonstrating our impact through donations towards a good cause at senior centers, we hope to really serve as a model to inspire youth-led music impact projects in other regions where senior centers may face the same challenges. And the ripple effect of such projects could foster strong intergenerational connections nationwide through music.
Okay, Corey, thank you so much. So that's actually, your time is up. If you just wanted to hear some feedback from Professor Eaton, if you wanted to share some feedback now, and then just keep in mind that time kind of ran out for him. So yeah.
So don't make the same mistake and make sure that time doesn't run out for you. I get the hint, Isabel. I get it. I will keep that in mind. I will try and be concise. First of all, thank you so much, Corey. I was really impressed with that presentation.
Yeah, thank you.
You spoke really well. There was a great, I'm just reading some notes I made. Great pace. You spoke with passion. Your language was compelling. You were definitely evoking empathy. And yes, your delivery was very passionate and intelligent and real.
Thank you.
It was very obvious that you strongly believe in this project, and that is one of the most important things with social entrepreneurship is passion and belief in the idea. So I really love that. It was a very clear explanation of the social issue. I understood the idea very quickly. It was something that maybe I'm a little bit biased. I love music and I play music, so it was very easy for me to connect. But I think even if I put that bias aside, from a purely objective standpoint, it was very clear and very well expressed. I love the fact you supported it by statistics, and then you said there were well-sourced statistics. That is just so important, and you did it really well. And I also love that you included. You didn't call it a roadmap. In the business world, it's called a roadmap, but here in a social context, it's your future plans, and you explained that, and it was very clear that you were thinking, beyond tomorrow for where this is going, and the sustainability aspect of it was very well explained. I actually have very few criticisms to make, constructive criticisms to make. I would repeat the same main one that I have been saying is watch TED. If you're not already watching TED, particularly watch it for how presentations are started. I think everyone can improve how they start the presentation. It's really important to grab our attention, to grab us by the in Israel and Jewish people, we say by the kishkas, right, by the guts. So grab us by the guts and get us excited from the very beginning. So I have a lot more to say, but I made a promise to Isabel not not to speak too long. So congratulations, very, very impressive, and great work. Good luck with the project.
Okay, thank you so much for your feedback.
Thank you, Corey, and thank you, Professor Eden. So now let's see who we have next for social impact. We have Gary, and Gary is going to be speaking a little bit more about football education in China. So Gary, if you wouldn't mind just sharing your screen and taking it away whenever you're ready.
Okay, is that, can everybody hear me?
Yes.
So basically, I don't know why, but I cannot share with my room. Is that okay? Like, Yang, help me to share the screen. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Hello everyone. My name is Gary Lee, and today I'm going to present to you guys my project called Caring for Small Migratory Birds Soccer Public Welfare Activity. Next slide, please. Here is its name. You may have some questions, such as what is small migratory bird is and how it can be related to soccer. Migratory birds generally refers to the children of migrant workers in the city. They usually study in the school of the hometown, and during the winter and summer vacation, they migrate from their hometown to the city to meet their parents briefly. And they live in a relatively monotonous life with themselves, and they need some activities and hobbies to enrich their life. During this summer holiday, I saw the notice of recruitment of volunteers by Hangzhou Social Warfare on the internet. This warfare organization holds the migrant bird population from all over China every summer holiday, and they're looking for volunteer projects related to sports. I was in Hangzhou at that time, and I'm a big soccer fan, everybody knows that. When I saw this information, I had the idea of doing public welfare activities for migratory birds in Hangzhou connect with soccer. As a soccer fan, I'm very aware of the charm of soccer and sports. And I also hope to bring this charm of soccer and sports to these small migratory birds and inspire them. I quickly found the person in charge through the contact information provided by the organization, and we have a brief conversation, and the person in charge told us that there are lots of kids in there love soccer, and they were also very interested in my idea of soccer activities. Next slide, please. In early August, I went to Hangzhou Welfare Center to meet with the person in charge, and we officially confirmed the feasibility of the project and confirmed the specific time of the project as 9 to 11 a.m. on August 14th, 2023. The welfare center that helped recruit children who were interested in soccer, and we recruited about 22 kids of all ages. Then I designed a questionnaire for the children who sign up to participate in the activity. And the questionnaire mainly include height, weight, and some opinions about soccer. Because I'll be donating jerseys, so I need to know their specific height and weight. And after that, I want to find someone to customize the jersey to be donated. And I also found a photographer who would help us to take pictures on that day of the event. After that, I began to design the specific content of my soccer activities. Next slide, please. My soccer public welfare project is mainly divided into 3 parts. The first part is soccer lecture. We gathered in our large classroom, and I introduced to them some basic knowledge about soccer, like some basic rule of soccer, some soccer matches, some soccer competitions, soccer stars like Messi or Ronaldo, and also include the charm of soccer. And the second part is the shirt donation section. I prepared a set of jersey and a soccer ball for each student who signed up this activity. And the third part is outdoor soccer practice. Everyone put on their soccer jersey I donated in the second part, and I was just like a coach, I briefly taught the children some movements like shooting, like passing ball, like dribbling. You can see from the picture that children are very happy. Yeah. Next slide, please. The whole event is a successful conclusion. I had a really good interaction with the kids, and they opened up. This activity is not only about soccer, but also opens the door to their hobbies. I sincerely hope that they can stick to their sports and always love soccer. And through this activity, I also gained a lot of things and had some reflections on my own. For example, public welfare activities must be sincere and start from your own interest. If I don't love soccer, I will not be so motivated to prepare. And the second is to have a plan B. This event did not go so smoothly, like with many surprises actually. For example, the soccer field could not be used, but a flexibilized solved these problems. I found a love near the welfare center after investigation. And finally, as a teacher and coach, I must be more calm and have a natural interaction with the kids. I'm looking forward to soccer charity project. This is not my first time to have done the soccer project. I also did one 2 years ago. I hope I can stick to this charity series and make it bigger and bigger. This is the beginning, but not the end. I want more people to know soccer and fall in love with this amazing sports. And I'll be not limited to doing it in my hometown. I also want to do it in every city in China. And I can also do it abroad, to do it in America or England or Germany, every place I want, every place in the world. Yeah, and this is my future plan. And that's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Gary. So Yunduk, if you want to give some feedback on Gary and his social impact project.
Sure, yeah. Being a soccer fan myself, yeah, I really enjoyed listening to your project, and it's great that these children had that support. And I think in addition to your education, I think it's also great that they have an opportunity, like a safe environment where they can play with other children as well, right?
Yeah.
So, and yeah, it's these sort of, I think sports and athletics are always like a good starting point. And I also really like your point about starting where your interests are. And you mentioned that you're a big soccer fan, right? And I think it's great that you managed to just grow your interest in soccer into something that was beneficial to the community, and it's really heartwarming to see. And yeah, I mean, overall, like, great job. And personally, I'd love to see more this continue, and not just be like a one-time thing, but maybe like a community led effort where they can have their own soccer leagues, or where a lot of these children have people who oversee these events and care for them. And yeah, so great work. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Thank you very much.
Great, thank you so much. So now let's see who we have next. We're going to go to Freya, who's going to speak a little bit more about a sustainable student art competition. So Freya, I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and you can go ahead and take over and explain a little bit more about your idea.
Okay. Okay, so hello everyone. I am Freya, and I'm going to be sharing my sustainable student art competition. And I also wanted to introduce my partner, Eric, who is also a part of this. Okay, so first, our social issue that we're trying to address is ocean pollution and climate change. So according to National Centers for Environmental Information, from June to August 2023, marked the 45th consecutive warmer than average summer in the Northern Hemisphere. This is actually a climate report, global climate report from August this year, which is very current and really reflected how currently climate change is impacting on us. And also from UN Environment Program, they said that despite current efforts, it is estimated that 75 to 199 million tons of plastic is currently found in our ocean. So this means that not only pollution is impacting on our ocean, but also impacting on the sea creatures. So our proposed solution is the Sustainable Student Art Competition. So this competition basically encourages anyone who is interested in arts, and they just need to submit their artwork that's under the theme of sustainability. And so it is a very fun, it is way, it is easy, it is straightforward, and it helps our participants to feel a sense of engagement when they actually do the work under sustainability theme. And we have a Instagram official account that will be posting stuff and to reach our audience. And we'll be posting 1 to 3 times each week, including stories on more detailed information regarding the competition and signups. And we also will be doing sustainable related fact with the stories. And one of the challenges that we face is media attention, which is to pull attention and to gain popularity. And so we have made this, came up with this of reposting posts on our own individual account for promotion and to reach a wider audience, including our family, our friends, and classmates beside us. We actually do not have an outcome yet since we are in the registration phase, but our future plan in terms of sustainability and growth is to make the Instagram account a long-term account that is consistent, and we'll be continuing on posting stories and posts on the sustainable related fact to raise the awareness and also to keep the awareness of our audience, to let them know that you cannot just forget about the problems that is affecting us. And we will also be announcing upcoming events and the organized events in the account, since we wanted to keep our account flexible on posting different kinds of events and not just limited to the competition. And since we are a nonprofit organization, we will also be doing fundraising based on this account. And we'll be boosting social media awareness from this long-term account. And our competition will also planning to be held annually to attract more publicity, and we have a well-designed profile page that we will update with the newest event and the links. And so if people are interested, they can just click into our page and they can just see what we are currently doing and they can participate. And we wanted to be motivating, encouraging when we post the sustainable related fact, since they are knowledge that will increase enthusiasm and support, and therefore it will stimulate self-awareness and action for our audience. And so in conclusion, with social media issues present in our planet, and in this case, it's the ocean pollution and climate change that we are mainly identifying. These issues are in need for us to recognize and take actions upon, and thus we believe that our proposed solution, the competition, will help to be part of addressing the issues. We play a role in raising awareness through social media, holding events and boosting the media awareness to take action and protect our planet. And by encouraging participants designing their artworks under the theme of sustainability, it both helps to spread the awareness and to emphasize on the idea of sustainability to the artists themselves. And lastly, through long-term promotion on our Instagram account, we hope to gain more media attention and bring the importance of sustainability as well as protecting our planet out to a wider range of audience. And in conclusion, to protect our planet, we believe that everyone can be a part of this. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Freya. So Professor Eaton, if you have some feedback that you can share with her, that would be greatly appreciated.
I would love to do that. Hang on, just put some light on. I think it's 1:30 in the morning here in Australia, so it's a little bit dark. I want to make sure there's enough light going on. Freya, thank you so much. It's just so beautiful to see such an idea combining art with sustainability, and very, very impressed once again. I thought there was something, again, I don't want to sound patronizing, at the risk of sounding patronizing, there was just something very sweet and beautiful and caring about the way you presented. And I'm saying this in a positive way, of course. It really sounded like you believe in what you're doing, you care for the environment, and that really came through very strongly. So I think that honesty and natural approach is very impactful. because at the same time, I can say that it's not the typical, I don't want to say a grown-up approach, but it's not the typical approach you will hear from university students and business people who are again, watch some TEDs, and you'll see what I'm talking about in terms of how you capture attention, how you're impactful. So there was something very real and natural and sweet, and I think that's beautiful, and hold on to that. But at the same time, need to balance that with being a bit more impactful and being a bit clearer about supporting what you're saying. I felt I really would have liked to have seen more statistics to support what you're saying in terms of your audience and understand better how large an audience do you aim to engage? What are the challenges in doing that? What channels will you be using to make that engagements and to reach them? We spoke before, and my colleagues have spoken about markets being competitive. Sustainability and global climate and ocean pollution. First of all, it's very wide, and I would try and focus that more. Climate change encompasses many problems and leads to many environmental issues. Ocean pollution is also very wide, but it's narrower than just climate change. I would try and be more focused because just like certain markets in the business world and in the business presentations are very competitive, this area of environmental activism is also a very competitive and very busy market. So to get yourself heard and your voice heard, it's not enough to have a great Instagram account. You really need to go beyond. You really need to do almost guerrilla marketing. And Greta Thunberg comes to mind, of course, from Sweden, and what she's done. Going out there and protesting and getting people to follow her. You have to, and I think art is really great. Think about collaboration. Think about collaborating with well-known artists who already have media exposure and getting media exposure through them. That's going to be your biggest challenge. How to have your voice heard among so many other voices speaking on this issue, and some of them doing it very well. That's your competitive market. If I translate the social issues to a business aspect. But having said all that, I think there's great potential. Art is definitely something that connects people, that people can connect with. Look for collaboration. Look for original ways of engaging, communicating, and increasing your audience, and you have a great potential here at hand.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Freya.
Thank you both so much. Alrighty, so let's see who we have next. So the final pitch that will be wrapping us up is going to be Suri. She's going to be talking about misogyny and art exhibition. So Suri, if you want to share your screen and take it away from here. We can't actually hear you. Fortunately, we can't hear you. Perhaps she's going to rejoin and maybe that will solve the problem.
Hi, can you hear me now?
Yes, now we can hear
Thank you. Sorry for the connection problem.
Totally fine. Take it away.
Okay. Can you all see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay, good. hold on. Oh. Okay, so hi, I'm Suri Sun, and I'm so excited to be here today to share this project, misogyny, with you guys. So how did we came up with this topic? We first thought about what are some social issues that we should care about, but no one does. So under sexism, misogyny is a relatively small topic that doesn't get enough attention as it deserves. So what is misogyny? After we did some research, we found out that misogyny is hatred for, contempt for, or prejudice against women, and it also includes the rejection of feminine qualities. And it's like gravity. Like, it's everywhere, but we usually don't realize that we're trapped in it. So we decided that our target audience should be every human beings in the school, because just like what I said, everyone is impacted. And our goals is using a bilingual art exhibition and presentation to raise awareness of misogyny and encourage people to take action to change the status quo. And here's what we did. So we began with this project of a questionnaire to test whether our community need this project or not. So this is within my middle school. And about 30% of the people heard about misogyny. Half people have realized misogyny in real life. And most surprisingly, about 20% people actually is against gender equality. So we definitely need this project to raise the awareness and addressing it. And we did an interview. We played that in our presentation so the audience can connect with this topic more by listening to what their peers' thoughts. Here's our draft for the exhibition and poster design. We did that in Procreate on my iPad, and by typing these words down and deciding which is the most effective way, like visually, to convey our message is really a very inspiring process. Like, our understanding of misogyny also deepened. And then we set up. We did that over the weekend. Like, we made the huge ribbon and like we post all the posters by ourselves. It was so fun. This is our final exhibition, what it looks like. And here's the section where people can leave their thoughts on the post-it notes. And we did a presentation to enhance our messages in front of our class. We gave out candle bags of gifts, which is very useful. I personally really like that. And we end this project with a post-exhibition questionnaire. And my reflection is based on that. So overall, I think our project is really successful because almost everyone at school participated in the exhibition and they gave very high score on both text and visual messages. And for the ones who listened to our speech, most of them got a better understanding. And people are willing to know more, take action, and also share with others what they saw and heard. So this project made me realize that I have the ability to make social changes and impacts. And people are willing to stop for me and listen what I say. I mean, that's literally the best thing in the world. The feeling of I can do something makes me really happy, and I think it's accomplishment. And here is my short acknowledgement section. I did this project with my friend Candy Lee. Without her drawing, this art project can be done. And our supervisor, Mr. Huang, and all the teachers and staff inside school, outside school, especially our art department. Without their help, we can't build this small, tiny idea into this big, complete project. So I'm really grateful for all of these people. And that's all. Thanks for listening. And I appreciate you guys can be here and listen to my project. Thank you.
Thank you, Suri. Yes, so now Professor Bagel, if you want to kind of jump in and give some feedback to Suri about her idea and her presentation.
Thank you very much. First of all, as far as the presentation skills are concerned, I really enjoyed it. I'm a fan of simplicity. Your presentation was absolutely lucid, and your slides were simple and easy to follow. And I appreciate that. So I give you high scores on that. As far as misogyny is concerned, we're living in an era globally where various forms of hatred are always front and center, maybe sometimes too much. As a father married to, as a human being, as a man married to a woman, and a father of 2 daughters and a son, I'm acutely aware of misogyny, and sometimes it's very, very subtle.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I thought it was really good that you did some surveys to see whether people were touched negatively by various forms of misogyny. I'm curious to see what the survey was like. What questions you asked? Was it
Okay.
simple? Go ahead.
Yeah. Sorry. I can translate that. But the one we did was in Chinese. But anyways, so the first question, you mean this questionnaire or the last one we did?
The first one.
Okay, the first one. So first question is, have you heard about appearance anxiety? And then have you heard about like the women competition or female competitions? And that's where I actually originated from, like science field, but we can also use that in this context where like women are unconscious compete with each other to get the to gain the agreement of men. And have you heard about misogyny? Have you ever feel anxiety or inadequate because of your appearance? And have you ever questioned whether this beautiful girl or woman is like she had gone through plastic surgery? And have you ever mentioned that your personal characteristic is like more like boys instead of girls? And have you or like anyone else make fun of women, like women's are too gossip or drama? And do you think women should be equal as men, like whether it's mentally or socially?
Okay, so I too occasionally suffer from appearance anxiety. And I don't know that if young women suffer from that, it's the result of misogyny. I think it's natural for women to be a little bit more concerned about their appearance on average in comparison with men, but I think men are also concerned. So there's this thing, when you do surveys, there's this thing called face validity, face like F-A-C-E.
Yeah.
Which is a measure of, or is it? It's really not quantifiable, but it's a concept that asks the researcher the extent to which the answers to the questions address the issue. So without a narrower definition of misogyny, it could very well be that the answers you got to your first questionnaire are not necessarily valid, which is not to say that there isn't misogyny. I don't think appearance anxiety is a result of misogyny. Everybody, we live in a society where there's pressure, especially on very young women, to look like Barbie. But I don't think that is necessarily misogyny per se. It's something else, and I'm not sure what that something else is. I won't ask you what your motivation is to choose this topic, but I don't want you to think that I'm denying that it is an issue worth exploring. I do think that it is a very, very important issue. There should be no form of hatred. And the word misogyny, right, is a condensed word coming from two words, right? Miso is negative feeling, and genie, of course, has to do with women. So that, just out of curiosity, you had the symbol for misogyny in Chinese. Of course, there were two characters. The first one was a woman, right? And I'm not sure what the second character was. Could you just quickly explain what that was?
Sorry, I was just kicked out by the internet. So my screen was completely frozen and I can't hear you guys.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. The last thing I can hear is about the appearance anxiety. It's not necessarily a misogyny problem.
Right. So I was saying the word misogyny comes from two words, like misanthrope, misogyny. Misanthrope is a person that hates people. Misogynist is a person that hates women. So that there are two words in misogyny, and there were two characters, Chinese characters, that you used to translate misogyny. The first character I recognized is the one on the left was a woman. What was the one on the right? What was the other character?
The one on the right is it's like it doesn't have any real meaning, but like when these two characters combine together, it's ta, which is she her pronouns, and we split this character. So like we want to enhance that woman, like in the right side, and on the left side, sorry, and on the right side it's like, well, if I need to translate that directly, it might be like also too. Okay. It's like, yeah, it's like something that you will use at the end of sentence in ancient.
Right. Yeah. So I'm not sure what your goals are, or I think it's wonderful that you have an art exhibition where this could be displayed. Art, it's the Chinese that say a picture is worth 1,000 words. And I think art is very, very impactful and cathartic. Do you plan on taking this to a larger venue? Is your only venue the art exhibition? Do you want to have multiple art exhibitions in different cities, or some other medium?
We do actually have to cut this off because we do have to get to the results and the award ceremony. We only have about 10 minutes.
Let me say one last thing. I think it's important, and I think it was very positive that you said thank you to those people that helped you. I think that gives you more credibility, and I think that was good.
Yeah, they totally deserve it. Like I can't do that without their help.
Good.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much, Sorry. And then Professor Bigall, I'm going to ask you to stay on because you have the honor of announcing the winner for our business pitch competition. So if you don't mind taking that away.
Okay, how do I know who's the winner? I have to go back into this.
I believe you were sent who the winner was on the chat, or
I don't see it in the chat, I'm sorry to say. Wait, maybe I do.
I just
hold on, I have to go down to the bottom. Right. Meanwhile, can I have a drum roll? Okay. Okay. Here we go. There's a drum roll. So the final score is the business section. There's a $2,000 scholarship, and the winner is Mathan.
Yay!
Congratulations, Nathan.
Yes.
Congratulations, Nathan.
Yes, so Nathan is the winner. I do think he had a school activity to go to. So if Nathan's father just wants to say a quick thank you to our judges and on Nathan's behalf, you can definitely go ahead and do that now.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. Thank you, Isabel. I'm Mason's dad. Thank you for all the judges for your dedication, and thank you to all the teachers. I thought everybody has done a great job today. So really glad to see the growth from this experience for Mason and also for everyone else. So really appreciate the effort here. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Yep.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And Professor Eaton, if you wouldn't mind hopping on to present the winner for the social impact section, the winner of the $500 reward.
We do need one more minute to wait until every judges have gave their full score for all of the social impact section students. So I believe we will get back in 1 minute after we have the result, and I will send it directly to Professor Eaton.
Oh, thank you, Yang. I was wondering where that was. I also was not able to find that. So yes.
Yeah, we'll just take 1 more minute.
Do we have a way of filling that minute? We're not going to be playing background music while we wait. So I'll just very quickly say, from my point of view, I really enjoyed all the presentations. I thought whether you are announced as a winner of either the business or the social competition, I think everybody here was a winner for the effort they made, and also for the lessons that they take. I hope they get feedbacks. Yang, do the participants receive the feedbacks from the 3 judges? Do you know?
Yeah, we will definitely send the feedback and let the students know how they perform. And also they have been listening to all your comments, and I feel everyone has been listening feedbacks and get their potential improvement points. And I think that will be really valuable for their future improvement on their social or business impact project in the future. Yeah, and I have already directly messaged you, Professor, the
yes, I can
result for the social sector. I'm so excited.
I can see. Well, thank you for that. So as announced, we've just had the results come in, tallied from the jury. Thank you for that, Yang. So according to the final scores, the social section $500 scholarship winner is Corey. Congratulations to Corey. Well,
thank you.
Deserved, well earned, and
yeah, I really appreciate it.
And yeah, and very well done. So congratulations to you for winning, and congratulations to everybody who participated. Thank you for that.
Great. Yes, thank you all so much. I do want to give a quick thank you to all of our participants. You guys were amazing and incredible and had such great ideas. Thank you to our 3 judges for that incredible feedback and all of that knowledge that you helped provide to all of the students with their ideas. Thank you to Yang. Thank you to Yuhan. Thank you to Cindy. Thank you to Helena. Thank you to everyone who helped put this event on. It's very meaningful to our students. And yes, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your Saturday and wonderful rest of your weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Isabel, and thank you everybody, and thank you to my 2 colleagues, Professor Legal and